Good afternoon. It is quite good, actually. Welcome to Dice and Bolts. And today I'm going to do a quick walkthrough on Free League or Free League's D6 based system. I seem to be rocking all the D6 systems to get it going. Just get those done and dusted. Then I move up to the D8s and the D10 based systems, D12s. Don't get a lot of love, and then everything from there. No. So the system that was used in Tales from the Loop and Mutant Year Zero and that series of games, Coriolis uses it, the new Alien RPG uses it, and their dark fantasy game, Forbidden Lands. And the core of the system is the same across the board, but they customize it in various different ways for each game. And it's these little customizations that kind of just tweak it so it's just right, because the core system is fairly simple and straightforward. You have a stat and a skill. Generally speaking, these go from 1 to 5 each. Add them together, that gives you a pool of d6s, which you roll, and you want to get 6s. Fairly simple. That's it. You normally need 1 success or 1 6 for a success. And all the other different systems will say, okay, well, in Coriolis, 3 successes is critical hits, or if you're just in combat, then 1 success means a hit, and then you spend additional successes for extra damage or extra effects and that sort of thing. The other thing that differentiates the systems is re-rolling. So in Tales from the Loop, as in this one here, you can re-roll by check a condition, which will be things like afraid, or that's just kind of psychological, sometimes physical conditions. So you just check one off, re-roll all the dices which aren't successes. So if I've got nothing here. So yeah, check a condition, push myself a little bit, become afraid, come up, re-roll them, and then there's 2 successes. So there's quite a good success off it. Coriolis, you gain re-rolls by praying to the icons, which are the gods of the setting. It's a kind of space fantasy game, so the gods are prevalent in there, but the payoff is that the GM gains darkness points, which they can then spend later on to make your life spicy. And Forbidden Lands has got what I think is the one of the nicest re-roll mechanics ever. So all the dice in Forbidden Lands are different colors: white dice for stats, black dice for equipment, and red dice for your skill. So you would roll it, nice and simple. 3 successes, absolutely fantastic. You can push, which is the phrase that they use, any roll, even if you haven't failed. Now 3 successes is fairly good, but if you're attacking something in combat, extra successes give you extra damage. Fairly straightforward. You pick up every dice, which isn't a 6 or a 1, and re-roll them. Nothing extra, job's a good one. If you get 1s on stat dice or 1s on equipment dice, you leave them. And then when the result is rolled, they are what's called breaks. So a break on your stat dice temporarily reduces your stat by however many you've got. Say if I've got 3 1s on white dice, my strength for a strength roll, for example, would be then reduced by 3 until I've healed, which, given the fact that your stats are also your hit points and they go as high as 5, can be quite difficult. Equipment normally gives you 1 or 2 dice extra, and then the equipment breaks. So the sword that I'm using now only provides me with 1 bonus dice until I can get it fixed a little bit later on. Fairly simple and straightforward. Yeah, so that's the dice and bolts of it. The D6 based system from Free League Publishing. Roll well, and I'll see you around.